Hi, Scorpio. So, how are you guys feeling? All the money, all the success. You might have lost a little money here and there. It's temporary. Don't worry about it. But you feel like talking to somebody close. If you feel like you don't have anybody really close, you're sad about it this month. You need like a confidant. Someone to help you make the right decision. But you're thinking like big decisions. Buying a house, buying a car, buying a ring, buying a watch. Like big things are going on in Scorpio's life. As the abundance expands, so you fill up the space. But what if you're expanding and the space isn't filling up at the speed you want? We went into this a little bit in the Capricorn manifestation video. What if the space between what you want and what you're making room for, it's just too big a space. It's taking too long. Why isn't it happening? The moon and the Two of Pentacles. So by the Cancer full moon, you will make a decision about something that you have been trying to decide about for a long time. It's a big decision. It involves the rest of your life, also money, also probably love. Let's see. Regardless, the moon, the full moon, is great for you. Cancerian energy here giving you the cardinal push you need. But you're still going back and forth about that Cancer. If you are going back and forth about the Cancer, by the Cancer full moon, you know. Enough of that person has been shown to you that you know what you want to do. Now, what that is, we don't know. Ooh, my, aren't we conflicted? The Fool and the Four of Pentacles. So this is where I love being a reader. This is you finally putting your all into something and going for something that you can't seem to let go of anyway. Like I said, by the full moon, you know what you want, you know what to do. It's all becoming clear to you. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles is not a negative card. It's just here to show you what you can't possibly let go of. You've tried, but your fixed energy is stuck on something. Whatever it's stuck on, the Fool is like, go get it. What are you waiting for? But you need that illumination of the moon in Cancer first. In the North Node, just like shining light on it. You need that first. And then you come to your decision. And then you have this realization, oh, the reason I'm deciding this is because this is something that I can't seem to shake or let go of. And then it all makes sense. Like, oh, wait, maybe I can't shake it because I need it. Whoa, are you going to find out you need stuff in January, Scorpio? Are you not an island? Do you need people? This is why you don't like to admit that you need people, because people do stupid shit like that. Whatever. So yeah, clinging like fire in the I Ching. By realizing the source of what we love, we are able to be very, very free. That's what the Fool and the Four of Pentacles looks like for me. You're realizing some big stuff. Stuff that you didn't realize defines you. Stuff that you've never really thought of as defining you, but it really does. You've just been hiding from it. How do you guys do that? How can you be so clear on everyone else's motivations except your own? Maybe it's too sharp of a light to turn on yourself. Like, you can't stand the brightness of it. But think of all of us then who can. Does that make us stronger than you? Just a question. But what of the Scorpio who can handle the light of the moon? What of the Scorpio who can handle the light that they shed on others, their standards, their discernment? What if there are Scorpios who can do that to themselves and survive it and like it and learn from it and grow from it? Because you're about to have those moments. So look at the Scorpios in your life that are open to criticism, that take it well, that work well in groups, that are well liked by their peers. What are they doing right? Take a look. And what you'll find is that they're very clear, Four of Pentacles, on what is dear to them. And they hold it very close, and it gives them a lot of freedom to put everything into those four things then. Your priorities are sifting. Ooh. 10 of Wands and this lying card. There's some people you've been riding with for a while. We've had this conversation before. People you have long history with. And you're finding out, like, they've just been telling these huge lies. And you're like, oh my God, why does this keep happening? Why are we still talking about this? I don't know. Because it's hard for you to let go of some things, and some things really do need to be let go of. So one of the Four of Pentacles shouldn't be like a lying friend that you know is lying, even though they've given you like excuse after excuse. And you're also going to find out that something that you believed for like a decade turned out to be a lie. Whoa. That's big. Okay, lots of cards here. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, 3 of Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups. Very good. Okay. So. If you have an earth sign in your life, things are going to clear up, because whatever that deception was, whatever this 5 of Swords was, whatever this 7 of Swords was, it comes out and you realize that it wasn't what you thought it was. So the 9 of Cups leads to the 10 of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles energy. And I feel like you're both with this and the Fool just like out. You're over it. You're over trying to make other people happy or trying to explain yourselves to any sort of a group. Especially because the group may be somehow involved in the long-standing lie that was going on. Drama. Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups. You're also in the mood to present an opportunity, and someone, especially someone with heavy water placements, is in the mood to share an opportunity with you. There is a profound sense of clarity with you and Taurus this month. And it starts off your year with a very honest energy. And your work will reflect that honesty, and people who are not honest with you in terms of work will be exposed this year and will fall away. Stop making business deals based on who you like. Stop making social appearances based on who you feel obligated to. Stop putting yourself in situations that are somehow detrimental to you because you have this insecurity of still, wanting to seem approachable and human and all these things that we know you're not. I'm just saying, what's the point of putting on this charade when it actually affects you? There are people who are lying from you and taking from you, and you trust them, and you know that this is going on because you always know, but you do it hoping that they won't somehow. Or even in relationships, you guys know if someone's untrustworthy, but you follow it through. And then other times you're not sure about the information, but you follow that through because you've decided that's the thing you're going to believe. And that's what makes, for people who don't get you guys, I get why some people don't get you guys. It's because they find it frustrating that you choose what you're going to believe. Whereas a lot of people don't really have a choice, or at least they don't think they have a choice in what they. Of course, they're also making all sorts of choices, but unconsciously. But with Scorpios, it seems like you just make a very conscious decision, like, yeah, that's what's true, and you're going to be having a series of repetitive, aha moments here in January and throughout 2019 where it's like, no, that wasn't true. And that wasn't true. And this person isn't who you thought. And that person actually can't be trusted. And this person actually can be trusted. And it just spins everything around for you. And if you hesitate and don't want to appreciate and follow the signs and you want to vacillate, you will be sad for it. But if you want to boldly move forward, accepting opportunities and embodying this full energy and not vacillate anymore, super, super, super positive. But again, it's a step that you have to be willing to take. And what step is that? If you're not looking in terms of love, if you, for example, like someone but they don't seem to like you back, the Three of Wands and the Ten of Cups here is leaving behind any situation where you feel like someone is in the Five of Swords, Seven of Swords energy. Anyone who's taking from you, whether it's a little bit or a lot, move away. Move away from anyone who's taking from you, even if they think they're doing it in terms of reciprocity. You're just done with all this transactional stuff. You want something deeper. You want something better. You guys' energy is so badass. Like, what is that? You want something deeper. You want something better. You do. You want something better. Like, I would never say that. That's not my vocabulary. But you do. You've decided that it's like, gotta be more than this. It's gotta be better than this. It's gonna be bigger than this. It's gonna be, and I'm gonna do it. And so the universe is like, okay, well, this person can't come along, and this person can't come along, and this person should come along, and you need to stop hesitating on this, and you need to cut the cord on that. And so the push and pull is very real, but it's not limited to one area of your life. And it's not limited to one sort of, cut people off. No, some people you need to pull them closer. So it's a nuanced month yet again. And much, much, much easier to explain looking at the cards. So, yeah, let's have a look. Scorpio, everything will be below. Everything is on Vimeo. We'll do a guided meditation. Everything else is on the website. You can book a reading every Friday through the website and through Chatalize. It works really well. We have a lot of fun. Join the Rev Fam, hang out on Instagram. Podcast is up every Friday or Saturday, depending on the mood and the vibes. Yeah. Loves yous. I'll be right back. Hi, Scorpio. So, let's look at it again with some fresh eyes. The full moon. Going back and forth about an emotional issue. Could be about a Cancer, but it could just be something that comes up during the full moon. Because it is a Cancer full moon, and it's pulling on your feelings. You don't want to walk in the wrong direction, especially because you can sense that whatever you're doing now for the next decade, you're going to have to live up to at the very least. And although you don't want to walk in the right direction, and that is where your hesitancy is coming from, you already know what it is that you want. And somehow there is a tangle of deceit between what you want and how you want to feel and who you want. Now, where that tangle of deceit comes from, I think you already know that there are people around, but I don't think you've quite identified what this means for your friendships. I don't think that you've taken any sort of proactive steps to eliminate these people or these energies, and so they have persisted. Now, that's dangerous considering that you're coming into a time like Taurus, and they also have the Fool, they also have the Ten of Cups, they also had the Ten of Wands. You're coming into a time where you're sowing the seeds for a decade. And it's really important for these energies not to be around, especially because I feel like they're keeping you off of your path. And your path here is one that asks you to break away from the fixed energy and really, perhaps for some of you, for the first time, brave the emotional unknown. Because I think on the other side of that risk is this thing that you really want, and it's like elusive to you. You know, I can get so close by myself, but that last cup is eluding me. All these other things I'm doing and I have done, but for some reason, for some of you, that last cup is work. For some of you, it's a career. For some of you, it's love. For some of you, it's kids. For some of you, it's family, friendships, getting to the top of whatever the thing is. You do it, and then you're like, but I don't have that last cup, and I really, really want that last cup. Well, that last cup is off this cliff, and you've got 10 years to live it out the way you really, really want. If you're willing to go past your own nature, learn something greater than what you already are, for what you can become and what you could become and what could become of you. Or you could hesitate and be lost. That's clear enough. Or you can move forward with bravery, and the opportunities will follow you, and you give the opportunities. You say the things, you offer the Ace of Wands to whoever it is that you feel fits this 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups energy. Again, you see how that 10 of Wands has that 5 of Swords in front of it. Financially, you guys have to be careful. You let too many of the wrong people around you. I wonder what that is. How can you be so good at reading people and so bad at trusting people? Like, you don't trust anyone, but then you trust the wrong people. It's so confusing. It's so weird. It just goes to show that a lot of Scorpios, no matter how much they can sense things, they still get taken in by anyone who will feed their ego. Seriously, you gotta wonder about that. If you're really, really good at being able to tell what people are thinking, then how could you be duped? Except if the person was like really stroking your ego, in which case you didn't want to see it. But this, this is a real choice. This isn't you just lying to yourself and making really what seems like a choice, but it's not a choice at all. You already knew what was going to happen. This is a real choice. This is a real opportunity to break away from who you are and who you've been into a new life. Dare I say something that is so far off that cliff and so much this 3 of Wands energy that you may really have thought that it could never be yours. And now you stand in January to put in the order and sow the seeds in the rows in which you want them to bloom. And you do that with this very positive attitude. And you don't get anything done here. You will be communicating, whether you like the sound of that or not. And good Lord, will you be communicating with a Cancer? And is it going to throw their life into a complete uproar and probably yours? Sure. Probably. In the extended, we'll go through row by row, group by group, and shuffle and clarify. All right, Scorpio. Looking good. I like that full moon. I know it's daunting, and for a lot of signs it would be like, whoa, full moon out first, oh boy. But you guys are so extremo. I think it's good for you. I think it's good for you guys to know early in the month what you gotta do, where your feelings are. The moon is like, ha, there are your feelings, and you're like, oh no, I can't pretend to not know anymore. It's kind of cool. This is dangerous because it's like you already know the beginning of the month with the full moon. So if you're still in the 4 of Pentacles energy, man, this is the thing I got to tell you. Let's leave it with this. Scorpio, when you do this, and I know people probably told you, people who love you have probably told you this all your life. Let me be one more person who adores you, who tells you this for the rest of your life. When you do this, look at me. When you do this, you know this, right? You know this energy? When you do this, I'm not trying to yell at you. You only hurt yourself. You hurt yourself when you do this. It's so funny that you need to explain that to Scorpios. Like, you don't get it. You're not hurting anybody else. You're hurting yourself. No one is going to take that. And you can't act later. Excuse me. Also, you can't act later like someone's taking this away from you. If you, I know so many Scorpios who are doing this with work right now. Like, in terms of work, why are you holding on so tight to what you think or what you thought it had to be? It doesn't have to be that way. It is the way that it is. And if you were to follow actually and be brave and take that for what it is and say, fine, and move forward, you would find something so much better. But to fight it and stick, this is not the moment for it. Mars is in Pisces. Mars is in Aries. It's moving out of Pisces. It's like it's all that dreamy, watery stuff is over. Mars is in Aries as of January 1st. Like, it's time to go. It's time to go. And you got the words for it, but do you have the stomach? How's it feel 1 foot off the cliff? How's the stomach feel? Okay? Get into your extended now. Loves yous. See you in the Februaries.